think people they create a dichotomy, a false dichotomy, that they have to either choose service or individual success.
Right.
That those two are somehow mutually exclusive. And that service means living a life of suffering,
Right.
which is nonsense.
Right.
And then you hear these silly sort of projections, like, I'm gonna do well so that I can do good. So I'm gonna put myself first, and then eventually I'll do good for others. You know, a friend of mine who's a philanthropist, someone came to him for advice on philanthropy. And this was a former CEO of a very large company. And my friend asked him, so what are you most proud of in your philanthropy? And he said, well, you know, we started this charity in the inner city where we help kids go on to college. And he said, that's amazing. You know, how many kids have you helped? He said, 15. He says, is that the proudest thing you've done, you know, in your life? He says, yeah, I'm really proud. And my friend said, so let me understand this. You're proud of 15 kids you helped go to college. Meanwhile, you destroyed the lives of the 60,000 people who worked for you. You know, like that's what happens when you do well so that you can do good. You put yourself at the center of the equation, and then eventually you'll try and even the scale so you can feel good before you die. And the reality is the opposite is true. Do good, and you can also do well.
Right.
But doing good should not be something that we save for our retirement. Doing good is something that we can do every day, and it's remarkably easy. I mean, what your neighbor did for you, just by looking out his window, was good. Saying hello, asking somebody how are you, and actually caring about the answer, saying please and thank you. You know, I mean, these are very, very little things that cost nothing, that make other people feel like you saw them, that they matter, that they exist. And that is all steps we take to doing good. And of course, it can grow from there. It can scale from there.